Today we want to tell you how we booked 6 one-way plane tickets from the US to Bali for only $36.
No way!
We did. And we are, if you haven't watched the previous video, then you probably don't understand what is going on here, because all of our other videos talk about RV travel and how do you take an RV to Bali. Well, we don't.
No, we didn't look into it.
No, we never even looked into it. They don't have RVs in Bali that I've ever even heard of. So anyways, Cliff Notes version, if you don't want to watch the video, then really quick, we decided we were going to put our RV in storage and we're going to take a few months, take our family and go overseas and try a little international full-time family travel, which we've never done before. We've always been in the US or Canada.
We went to Canada, across the Rainbow Bridge, so that's international.
That is international, but we haven't been overseas. So that's the Cliff Notes version.
Yes.
So we're excited. We are going to Bali. We bought the suitcases after doing a bunch of research and learning from our friends.
Yeah, Clementine did more research than anyone ever has needed to do about bags and suitcases and backpacks and packing cubes and which one's the best and who travels with what and what size and
what fits as carry-on bags, what's great
so
for
there's
kids.
U.S. domestic carry-on versus international carry-on, a 2-inch difference.
Yep.
Which can make a big difference because international airlines can be a lot more strict.
So we ended up going with 3 Osprey
Ozone.
Ozones that are rolling duffel like bags. So they're really awesome because they can expand for the kids.
Yeah, it's like a rolling backpack basically in there.
But without the backpack. Like they actually don't have straps for the
sorry.
girls. Sorry, it's for the 3 younger ones. Yeah, so there's no straps. It's just like thin and more lightweight.
Yep. And those are international size, so they're 19.5-inch tall, I think.
We had those shipped to us. We were pretty excited to pick those up.
Yes, very excited. So that's for the 3 littles. Riley, we found a nice big
North Face
backpack.
He wants a backpack.
Like a extended day pack, so it's quite large for, it's not just a little small day pack. You know, like a laptop
it'll work
bag.
great for him.
Yep, plenty of space. And then for you, we got the Meridian, no, what did we get you?
I know, what do I have?
You got the Ozone.
Should I go look real quick?
Well, no, you got the Ozone backpack version versus the wheeled version.
Is it?
Yes.
Should we triple check?
It's the,
Okay. I have a red backpack that's an Osprey.
Yeah, so she's got the, the typical, backpacker style travel backpack for international.
And then you have the one that we bought a while ago when you started traveling for work.
Yeah, so I got a Farpoint 55-liter.
Osprey.
Yep, Osprey as well.
And you use that as a carry-on.
Yes, use that as carry-on and international carry-on, which it worked great. And
yeah, we're excited. We're excited to be able to use all these bags. We bought them all. We bought the bags before we even really booked the trip. Like we knew it was going to happen, but we hadn't found the way to make it happen.
We reserved the place we were going to stay before we booked our tickets. We bought tickets to the Family Adventure Summit before we booked the tickets.
We did. But, well, we knew it was coming.
Yeah, we knew.
And we even bought packing cubes that she talked about. We have some Iconics packing cubes and some other ones that are really helpful because they're compression packing cubes.
Yeah, that's a crucial key. Not just a packing cube, but the compression ones. You can fit an entire wardrobe down into,
Yeah, really small.
A large sandwich size.
Yeah. So we did all of this and we still hadn't booked our trip. And the reason why was...
because we were waiting on our points.
Yes. So the way that we were able to pay only $36 truly total out the door for our family of 6 to fly from Minnesota to Bali, Indonesia, is we accrued Chase Ultimate Reward points.
Yes.
Over 2 years.
Yes.
Over our 2 years of full-time RV travel around the US, we've been accruing those with different credit card sign-up bonuses and then just using them for everyday travel, and then we pay them off every month. So we're going to dive into that real quick, let you know what we did to make that happen and a couple of the hiccups that came up along the way, but it all worked out. We might actually be able to book our tickets to Bali today. This has been a long time coming. We've been working really hard to get points on our Chase credit cards so then we could transfer them all to one and then find the best rates, which we found with United, but we really have been struggling for 3 weeks to try and get all the points on one credit card and then get them transferred to United Plus because of a name error. We have a really long last name, and for some reason they were cutting off the last letter of our last name that's hyphenated. And we could not figure it out. We kept sending it to escalations with Chase, and then I call United and they're like, oh no, I Chase, and they said United, that's a invalid United Plus number. So now we transferred them all to Tony's, and he was able to actually get them to transfer to United. So cross our fingers, we can finally book our tickets to Bali, which is what, 2 months out, Tony?
2 months.
What are we at? 2 months away. 2 months from Bali, right? Like almost 2? He's like, ah.
Yeah, we're like
super close. Is it there?
I don't know yet. Trying to figure it out.
So number one, we learned about the Chase Ultimate Rewards program from a couple different websites.
10X Travel, the Flyer Point, or no,
The Points Guy.
Yeah, the Points Guy. There's
those are like the 2 big ones that I know.
Yeah, and there's a ton of different travel hacker sites out there, but they kind of highlight how to get the cards, how to use them properly, the limits. So with Chase, they have a 2-5 rule, it's called, so you can open upwards of 5 personal accounts with
524, is that what it is?
524.
5 and 24
24 months, yeah. But you can open up to 5 personal cards
through Chase
in a 24-month period, but that doesn't mean you can open up multiple of their Sapphire line. So we went with the Sapphire line. Jill got the Preferred, which is a fairly low fee. I think it's $95
yeah,
a year.
Smaller fee, and I think at the time they changed. Their sign-up bonuses change. So to make this really simple, you sign up for the credit cards not because you think you're going to spend thousands and thousands of dollars across the next year, but when you sign up, you get a sign-up bonus. And so you could get anywhere from 40,000 to 80,000 points just for signing up for a card and meeting their minimum requirement.
Right, and most of the minimum requirements are usually, for the higher end cards, $5,000 spend across 3 months, and you're thinking, why would I put $5,000 on a credit card? Just pay everything with it.
Yeah, we paid our cell phone bills, we paid gas, groceries, campground fees, all sorts of things with
so
our
just,
credit card.
Yeah, use it like a debit card, but
pay it off right away.
Quick pay it off. You know, once a week I would be making payments, and we still do that for
any that we use. Yeah,
for going across different credit cards, and it's also safer, especially with the amount of travel we do. Putting your debit card into random credit card slots throughout the country,
not a good idea.
You don't know what kind of issues those ones might have, and so we never have had issues using our debit card because we don't use our debit card.
Except use our credit card.
Yeah, use your credit card for everything, because if you ever have issues where the number gets lifted from RFID scanners, you know, MEG scanners, anything like that, all the different stuff that can come up in various travel areas and tourist scams and that kind of thing, then it's going to be Chase's money or Citibank's or American Express's money.
They cover you. They got your back, which is
they
really nice.
cover you, and then, versus if you use your debit card for everything, your number gets lifted, somebody does a $1,000 charge, guess what? That cash is gone from your checking account. Somebody does a $1,000 charge against a Chase card, that's not necessarily, I mean, yes, it's your card, but Chase's fraud department is going to go much more vigorously and get you, you know, they'll refund your money, and then they go after, you know, the potential fraudsters out there. Yeah, so we've been using credit cards, and we have 4 Chase credit cards that we have accrued across the last 2 years.
So let's go through what those are. The first one was I have notes, 1 minute, let me see.
The Sapphire Preferred.
Yes, the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And the trick to this is, if you are in a relationship and you live in the same household, whether it's a marriage or just a partnership, get separate credit cards. Don't put his name on your card.
Right, don't add authorized users.
No, and the reason for that is later you can refer him. And this is totally legitimate within Chase's regulations. So what you can do, and so I opened up just under my name, the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and then later you opened up
the
Chase Reserve, and then later I opened up the Chase Ink, which is a business card. It's not under that special rule, and it has a higher sign-on bonus, and that's specific to business. So I opened that up for a business, Let's Travel Family.
Yep.
And then later I referred him, and then he opened up, because you get referral bonus points too, another Chase Ink for business as well, just under his name. And then we got an additional 20,000 referral points under my card, and he got the 80,000 Chase points just for doing the sign up and making the minimum spend down. Mm-hmm. So that's how we accrued over, I think we were at like 300,000.
For 6 tickets, we did a lot of research, checking out the different routes, you know, using Google Flights, Skyscanner, Kayak, using the Chase Travel Portal, and then just trying to find what are the typical routes to get there, what's the typical dollar amount,
and what their partners are. We didn't talk about that yet.
Yeah, so with the Chase Ultimate Rewards program, they have different travel partners you can use either through their Chase portal, or you can actually transfer those points and convert them into miles or hotel points with
directly to the partners.
Correct.
Which is really nice, but when you do it, they can't come back. So like you have to know, like, okay, I'm gonna book the ticket right now.
Yeah.
And actually Clementine recommends, and this is what she's done, is she'll put the ticket on hold. So you find the ticket you want, you put it on hold, you have 24 hours, and then you go and get those points, you transfer them over, and then you actually book the ticket.
Yep.
We didn't do that.
No, but we were checking, so we ended up transferring to United. We found them to be the best, basically point value. So you take your overall dollar amount, you know, that your ticket or your hotel point would be, and then divide that into how many points it would be. And so for the United flights, for us 6 to get to Bali, for 240,000 points, ended up equating to $4,800 US. So that gave us a point value of 2 cents.
2 cents per point, which sounds really little, but anything above like 1.25 cents per point is a good value.
Yep.
So if you're finding tickets through like maybe a really discounted airline, like people talk about Air Asia as being a good discount once we're over in Bali, and that you might get them at like, 0.9, then don't use your points. Save them for a future ticket.
Yep.
Use cash.
Yep, use cash. Unless you're getting, like she said, 1.25 to 1.5 and up, then your points, if you're getting less than 1, because the other thing too with these cards, they do carry yearly fees.
They do.
Yep, so the Ink card can carry a fee. The Sapphire Preferred carries, I think, a $95. The Sapphire Reserve carries a pretty hefty fee of $450 a year. But with that $450, you actually get a $300 travel reimbursement. So again, if you're
which comes directly to our card as soon as we book any travel.
Exactly, as soon as it comes in
campground
the travel
fee.
Yeah, as soon as it comes in the travel category, according to Chase.
Yeah.
They start crediting you right away. So
what would that be? Campground fee?
Well, hotel, airline, car rental, campgrounds. Which you wouldn't think, but it counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
like
a lot of
Disney tickets. Like anything like that, that's like travel, or not necessarily?
No, that's entertainment.
Oh, okay, maybe not.
Yeah, so it has to kind of be specific. It's got to be kind of specific to travel, but at the same time, so yes, it's $450 a year, but that first $300, again, as long as you're traveling, that's the main thing. That's a reason to get kind of the upper end travel cards. So that $450 fee, you get $300 back right away in travel expenses. So again, it could be on airline tickets as well. It could be on in-flight things. It could be baggage fees. So that cuts you down to a $150 fee for the year. So some of the other bonuses you get, You get 1 credit per year towards either TSA PreCheck or TSA Global Entry. So if you're going to travel frequently, especially if you're going to do international and be coming in and out of the US, you can get Global Entry. That's normally $100. You apply for it and get accepted, they give you a credit back right away of that $100.
As long as you put that on your Chase card.
Cool. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, it all, you know, it all comes down.
Yeah. So anything,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, to get these, you know, get these credits and expenses back, you do got to use your card for it.
Doesn't it also give us special privileges at airports, like the airport lounges?
Yeah. So you get the Priority Pass program, which has 1,200 lounges worldwide. So that's not necessarily the airline lounges always.
They're specific ones.
Yeah.
You kind of have to do your research.
Right. Internationally, they'll generally be, or they can be the airline lounges. In the U.S., it's generally just different restaurants or experiences you can have at various airports.
Another great thing about the Chase Reserve that we've been talking about and we're feeling really great about with going overseas is it provides us a lot of different insurances.
Oh, yeah. So that's the other thing, too. A lot of people don't realize all the benefits you get with your credit cards, such as warranties, insurance, you know, extended, or what am I trying to say? Oh, for car rental insurance.
It covers your car rental insurance if you put your car rental on your Chase Reserve.
Right. So you rent a car, they want to charge, you know, the car rental's $100 a day. They're like, you want insurance? So it could be an extra $50 a day. Also,
Say, nope, it's already covered because I have my Chase Reserve.
Exactly. It gets you discount programs with all the major car rental companies.
Yeah, there's a lot of perks. We've been looking into it. I mean, we've even used it once. We pay our business phone with it, and because of, or not our business, even our personal. No, the Ink
that
does
was the
that.
Ink.
Oh my goodness, there's so many benefits, you guys. I get confused. Okay, the Chase Ink business one, you pay your business phone with it, and if something like your phone, like their screen shatters or it breaks,
loss or damage,
then
you get up to, I think, 2 claims per year. So if you have a phone and you pay your business, or you know, you pay your phone bill with your business card, and something happens to your phone that you're paying for with that credit card, they actually cover damage and or loss.
They do, and we've used it.
Yeah, it was $100 deductible, but you know, you get a screen replaced, you drop it in a water if you don't have a waterproof phone, things like that.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, so there's tons of benefits. That's one of the other big keys too. Is yes, there are high fees for these things, but as long as you understand them and know where the know where the money is going and actually use the card, then it can be a very good deal.
Yeah. So I have a list here because I knew we were going to forget exactly all of them. But let's go through really briefly the names of the airline partners that Chase partners with. Because we're big, as you can tell, we're big Chase advocates right here. Because we were able to save up in 2 years enough points to fly our family to the other side of the world.
Yeah.
This is a really big deal for us. So I want to share it with you guys. So the different Chase airline partners are...
We could just cover a couple. Like Aer Lingus, British Airways, JetBlue, Singapore, United, Virgin.
Even Southwest, you can transfer over to them, but they have their own separate things, so I wouldn't recommend necessarily always doing that.
Yeah, Iberia Plus. Different hotel partners, so you can do the Hyatt Gold, IHG. I should note that too, there's another Chase card.
We have the IHG card. That was before we ever started full-time
Right,
travel.
so it's different. It's not part of the Ultimate Rewards program, but it's a great card for $45 a year. I don't know if that's changed because I signed up a long time ago for it because I used to travel and have to stay in hotels. But with that, you get a free anniversary night every year, pretty much anywhere. And when I say anywhere, if you saw our video of when we went to Times Square in New York City. Yeah, we stayed in the Crown Plaza, Times Square for $0. It was,
because that was our free night.
Yeah, it was considered.
And they upgraded us. I was so excited.
It was our anniversary night, plus it gives you status right away with IHG. So not only did we get a free night, we
almost always get upgraded when we show up to a Holiday. So it's a Holiday Inn, Crown Plaza, a lot of those. I'm trying to think of the other ones.
Yep.
Those are the two that I think we've used the most.
So that gets you, again, so, these cards are great as long as you're going to use them. If not, you can also have all these fees hanging around and they're not going to be beneficial. Yep.
One thing we didn't cover is that how does it work when you earn points on your card and I earn points on my card? How did we get those points? So let's go through really quick how in the world did this actually happen, because we had some major issues. I shouldn't say that. We had little hiccups trying to book our tickets because we have a really long last name. And sometimes that gets us into a little bit of trouble. So
yeah, Chase allows you to transfer your points in between Chase accounts to members of the household with the same name. So for me and Jill, we could transfer points in theory back and forth to
between the 4 cards, like all around.
Right, so she could condense her 2 cards and I could condense my 2 all to my one account that would give us the best travel benefits. And then I took those points and transferred them to United Mileage Plus. So in all these travel programs, or I should say like airline programs, hotel programs, most of them are free to sign up. So anybody out there can sign up for United, for Delta, for Hyatt, you know, just to get an account.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it takes a couple minutes, but
once that was all done, we tried.
Yep, so we pushed. Yeah, so we tried to condense all the points together into one, and it kept erroring out in the Chase portal, and we're trying to figure out what's going on because I could transfer to her, she could transfer within her accounts, I could transfer within my accounts, but she couldn't push all hers to me.
This was like a 3-week process, you guys.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, this is our first time booking trip, like this big trip for our family to go overseas, and we are struggling, but we found the best tickets and we really wanted to go with United. We wanted to, I mean, it was like 40,000 points per person to fly overseas. It was like really great deal. We're like, we gotta make this work. So I'm on the phone with Chase. They're like, oh yeah, we'll send it to escalations, and you gotta, you know, we'll call you in a few days.
Yeah,
and
we'll send you a letter in the mail.
We'll send you a letter in the mail. I'm like, oh, we're traveling already. I'm not gonna get my mail. Come on. So it was a process, and then we go to find out that I think they left off the last letter of my name. Or no, of your name.
My name on my rewards program.
On his United Rewards program.
No, on the Chase.
On the Chase.
Yeah, so my Chase Rewards program had a different name than the actual credit card.
Yeah.
It was off by 1 letter. And so that threw the whole system into a tizzy, and nothing would work. And then one lady finally figured it out after we had, you know, half a dozen phone calls that day when we were trying to book and transfer and condense.
And we've been trying to book for weeks, and we hadn't had the best internet because we were in areas without great internet. So we were finally in a place with somewhat good internet, and we finally booked it.
Finally got all the points pushed onto my account.
Yep.
I pushed all those points to the United account. And like I said, we had throughout this time been constantly checking to make sure that there's seats on all these flights so that we can go.
For 6 people.
For 6, yeah, it's one thing. It's not just, hey, I'm traveling for work, or it's me and the wife trying to get away. We're traveling with the kids too, so we got to find 6 seats, 4 flights. Finally got it done. Everything transferred. We got ticketed. You know, we got our tickets. We're good to go.
We are.
Still processing.
Oh!
Holy shit. We're going to Bali.
We're going to Bali. We're going to Bali. Look at you. So we're really excited. We made this happen.
But then 2 weeks later, all of a sudden I get a notice saying, oh, your flight's canceled.
Not canceled. Did it say that?
Well, the route. Sorry.
They changed.
Yeah, so
but you know, we're learning that flights do that.
Yeah, so they dropped the route from Minneapolis to San Francisco and instead added a stop in Denver there. So now we went to 5 flights for the day.
This is going to be a big travel. Like, we're excited. But there's a lot of things that need to happen to make sure that we make every flight and every connection and every stop. Yep. So we'll probably take you guys along on that journey here in a few weeks. It's only a few weeks away. We still need to pack up the RV. We need to put the RV in storage and winterize it. Yep. We need to pack all of our bags and get ourselves to kind of get started on all of this.
Yep, and then fly to Minnesota to go say goodbye to family.
And then from there, we start our journey from Minnesota.
Yep. And then from Minnesota, we fly back through Denver. So we're just,
the life of travel. We just really wanted to share with you how we managed to get these points and how these points has helped us be able to afford to take our family overseas.
Right.
All right, guys. If you have any questions about credit cards, Chase, any of that, leave it in the comments below. We are going to add some links at the bottom to help you guys get started. They're just going to be like referral links, like refer a friend. So if you decide to sign up for a credit card, it might give us some points. That's about it.
Right.
So.
You get points, we get points, everyone's happy.
Yeah. All right. I'm excited. We are going to go feed our kids dinner because we made them wait. We have to go give them their rewards for being quiet.
And we're going to Bali.
We're going to Bali.
Going to Bali.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Did a candle last.
You did bring me to Canada, dear. And now we're going bigger. Where are we going?
San Francisco.
Maybe as our first leg of the
Land
journey.
of poop and needles.
We're going to
We're going to Bali.